What credit score do I need to buy a home?
Credit score is something that ideally you'd want like a 580 or higher. And I mean, 580 sounds low. Even saying it out loud sounds low to me, but still, I mean, there are programs out there, including FHA, VA, some first-time homebuyer down payment assistance programs that'll go down to 580 credit score. So your credit does not have to be that good in order to qualify. I've worked on credit for so many years that I can definitely give advice and give ideas on how to potentially get those credit scores up really quickly in a short period of time. So I think if you're ever thinking about whether you have a high enough credit score, the one thing to keep in mind is the credit score that you guys see online, whether it's from your bank, whether it's from TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian directly, it's a
Credit
different
Karma.
score. Yeah, Credit Karma, it's a different score than what mortgage companies use for qualifying for a mortgage. And our score almost always comes in lower. So if you think you have a 620 score on Credit Karma, you probably have a lower score on a mortgage algorithm. Just because we're borrowing you hundreds of thousands of dollars, we want to make sure that the quality of the client borrowing the money is at a higher level. So we're more stringent on some of those requirements, and thus our credit score algorithm is lower. But I think a 580. Now, I've done loans for clients with much lower credit scores than that. There are programs that allow for below 580 credit scores. They do require more money down and a more solidified financial position. Like you have to have good income, you have to have the assets, reserves, things like that that we could get into. But bottom line is if you are working on your credit, working towards the goal of home ownership, it's always smart to get your mortgage credit pulled and talk to a mortgage person that is understanding of the mortgage algorithm and can give you tips and tricks in order to try and get those scores going in the right direction higher. And a lot of times, someone with a mortgage background like myself, been doing this for 30 years, I can definitely give you the advice you need, I believe, to push those scores up even faster than a lot of these online credit repair companies and things like that end up costing you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the life cycle of the credit repair.
I love it. So basically, you're saying 580 is kind of the lowest. You've seen lower, but if you do lower, it's going to be a little bit more upfront as
Yeah,
far
it's
as
going to
down
be a little
payment.
more aggressive on down payment. Interest rate will be higher and things like that as well.
What are some tips and tricks that you would recommend buyers to do to increase their credit score?
I mean, the big ones are late payments. You can't really do a lot about late payments, so you don't want to have late payments. So if you had some in the past, you just want to be really, really good and aggressive on not missing any payments going forward. If you have any collections or charge-offs on your account, collections and charge-offs are like credit cards that might have had to let go due to a financial problem in the past, and they went to the collection status. Ideally, what you want to do is try to negotiate with those collection agencies to try and get them paid to a zero balance. You can negotiate for less than full payoff. You just want to make sure that they're going to update the credit bureau to have a zero balance. Getting those zeroed out starts the healing process for your credit. And then on credit cards, I'm always targeting about 30% or less of the high credit limit. So if you have a credit card that has a $1,000 limit, try and target having a balance around $300 or less. If you have really low credit scores, I tend to target around the $10 range. Use it as a tool. You have a $1,000 limit, go into the grocery store, buy $10 worth of groceries, put your card away, wait until you get the bill. You get the bill, it says $10 owed. You pay the $10, repeat. Within a very short period of time of making your payments on time, having low balances on your credit cards, that's definitely going to help push the credit scores up over time.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, let's help some more buyers win and get their credit scores up.
Perfect. Love it.